In Kansas, there are two city-owned grocery stores about 8 miles away from each other. One is doing well, and the other was last reported losing $100,000 a year. So what explains this? Well, one is in St. Paul, Kansas, population about 600, and the other is in Erie, Kansas, population about 1,000. Both cities came to own their own grocery stores to fill a need.
You lived here when there wasn't a grocery store. What was that like?
It was pretty rough, actually. You learned to pack coolers with you everywhere you went because we're literally 17 miles to the next Walmart, closest grocery store.
In Erie, there was a supermarket called Stubbs. The owners wanted to retire and they were having trouble finding a buyer, so the city decided to buy it themselves because they were afraid of losing a supermarket altogether. So the city bought it and changed the name from Stubbs to Erie Market. Also, 70% of the residents voted for the city to buy the supermarket, and these are deep red places. Probably not a lot of Democratic Socialists over there. Now in St. Paul, Kansas, they had been without a grocery store since 1985. The nearest place was Walmart, 16 minutes away by car, or 5 hours on foot. And in the mid-aughts, the mayor made a big push to install a grocery store. The town was on board, and a husband and wife team bought the inventory, ran the store, and I've read reports that the store turned a 3% profit. I wasn't able to verify that number, but someone from the city did emphasize to me that the store is a really important feature in the community. So there was community buy-in from the start, and clearly enough people shopped there to make the store work. But interestingly, city staff said they think their store thrives in part because they do not have a dollar store, meaning there is no other competition in town. But Erie, Kansas does have a dollar store. It's right across the street from the Erie Market, and it's well documented at this point what that means. The owner of another small grocery store in Kansas talked about what happened to him when a dollar store moved close by to his store. Sales dropped and just kept dropping. We averaged 225 customers a day before and immediately dropped to about 175. A year ago, we were down to 125 a day. Basically, we lost 35 to 40% of our sales. I lost $1,000 a day in sales in 3 years. His store closed. So basically, if you have a town that's big enough to maintain a single grocery store, there's not really room for a competitor. And then a Dollar General comes in, a store which benefits from the lowest prices on inventory, notoriously exploitative labor practices, and likely very few losses due to food spoilage because they mainly sell processed foods that could survive a nuclear blast, items which also have the greatest margin anyway. And the Dollar General just wins every time.